Ramesh Gehaney is the COO and ED of Endurance Technologies, now joins in first on the channel to talk about their strong demand recovery as well as outlook on utilization trends. Good to have you on board. It's been quite a stellar quarter for the company. Walk us through, the opportunity that you're seeing from the anti-lock braking system product and what have been some of your key highlights.
Yeah, good morning. To answer your question on anti-lock braking systems, we embarked on this product or developing this around 2.5 years back. The prime reason behind that was that we were a strong player in hydraulic brake systems, and as the regulations kicked in 2019, where ABS became mandatory, it was a very natural kind of graduation that we had to embark upon, and we found a technical partner for that. And since then, we've been working on the product. The testing and all of this product is well at advanced stage, and we are very confident that by September or October of this year, we'll be on board as far as regular sales are concerned to the OEMs. So I would say that this was a very important product for us. It was a very important product that we had to take forward in our portfolio, and it was something very naturally, aligned to our existing business model of brake systems.
Okay, fair enough. But what about the impact of the second wave on the automobile sector? What have you observed by way of buying trends domestically versus globally?
See, there are many discussions around this subject, and of course, it's a very important point to discuss about. But the second wave, I think, if I look into the comparison of previous year and this year, I think just because the numbers surged so much, that it was probably out of control. But there is a positive change point over there that home quarantine was allowed, and a lot of people were able to take good precaution at home, and that's why the hospital care industry did not have so much of pressure as if the home quarantine was not allowed. They would have been actually into serious trouble. Although the health care centers and the hospitals were overburdened with a lot of patients, and the horror stories are many on the second wave. But nevertheless, I would say that we are slowly moving out of the industry, or the people are moving out of this wave, and vaccination has helped people a lot. And I think the more we intensify the vaccination part of it, it'll be better for everyone around. And I think everybody should get protected with the vaccination. Sooner the better. And the government also has to play a very important role on, accelerating this process of vaccination. As far as the impact on industry is concerned, yes, there have been lockdowns, sporadic or planned lockdowns. It was mainly because the cases in Maharashtra and Delhi, Bangalore, everywhere were shooting up, and it was very important to have these lockdowns. The positive point is that the industry was not locked down, and the operations were continuing. So there was no issue on the supply chain part. But as far as the dealers opening is concerned, they are still closed. So the demand side is still subdued, or rather say it's not happening at all. And once the dealers open, I think things should start flowing into normal.
Okay, what's the impact on the order book at this point, given some of the factors you've described?
Well, let's look into the overall year. Q1 of the last year was very bad for everyone. April was zero sales, and May was just about 25, and so on. So Q1 was very bad for everyone, and that's the period when everybody, was targeting to come back into production and come back into sales and come back with revenues. And as luck would have it, I think the OEMs, the auto industry, performed exceedingly well, and we saw a V-shaped recovery. And that so effectively the up move on numbers and all helped the auto component industries very much, and of course the auto industry also as such. If effectively in 9 months we've been able to clock somewhere around 650 crores of business, and I would say that in a difficult period like this, it was something very good to achieve. And on top of that, we've got somewhere around 1,500 crores of RFQs in hand, on which we would definitely try to encash upon on maximum of it and have a good business win or a good percentage business win out of these RFQs.
Okay, so what about utilization trends, the kind of plans you're putting in place in terms of your plants, the kind of activity there, utilization? Share with us a little bit more detail on that.
That's a good question. In spite of having all these lockdowns and the slow trend, the industry not doing very well overall the year, they were down around 12% and so on. But we, with some of our products, we've been going on very strong in our numbers, especially the hydraulic brakes, as I mentioned earlier. We are almost doubling our capacity because the configurations of the bikes are changing, and hydraulic brakes is coming into play for all the 125 cc's and above. And even in some cases, the 110 cc is housing the hydraulic brake systems. That's a place where we've got clear advantage, and we are almost doubling our capacities over there. In Chennai, we have added one more plant at Vallam, and that was for our customers for Kia Motors, Hyundai, and Royal Enfield, where we'll be doing fully finished castings. And we're also adding up capacities in our north region, Pantnagar, where the order book is very good. So as far as order book and capacities are concerned, I think we are doing our best to utilize them to the maximum. Although the lockdowns and all are definitely having an impact on the utilization, especially in some of the plants where they are largely dependent on a single customer. They are affected because of the lockdowns. And some of the OEMs who've taken a longer haul on these stoppage are a bit of a concern to us. But looking forward, I think everybody is planning to open back by 24th of May or latest by 1st of January. That's where 1st of June. That's where I expect that the dealer outlets will open and the consumption patterns will definitely improve.
Your dependence on two-wheeler and especially one client is historically which everybody has questioned. And the two-wheeler market right now is getting brutally competitive. And we know that in last 2-3 months, even before the lockdown, the two-wheeler market had started peaking out. Is that a serious concern?
No, not at all. Not at all. First of all, I must tell you that the auto industry works on a certain pattern, a certain pattern of a vendor base. Each and every company, or largely most of the companies, have got one large customer dependence. But that was quite some time back when we were dependent largely on one customer. And that we take as a matter of strength, not as a matter of weakness, that our customer concentration is more towards one customer. Although, if you look into today's situation, we've got all the customers of India to our product portfolio, and we are expanding very fast with all these customers. It's just that the kind of expansion that you do with certain customers, where you hold a higher share of business and higher contents of products, that's where you get higher opportunities and bigger opportunities to grow faster. But that doesn't mean that our concentration on other customers is not as intense as it should be. We have new business wins from practically all customers. Let me take the example of TVS, where we've got brakes orders for close to 200 crores over at the peak value, and we've acquired new orders from practically all the customers: Yamaha, Honda, Hero, everyone. So I think the more we find space for our products, the more we intensify our engagement with our customers, and we are totally focused on getting more business from all of our customers, not a specific one or something. Although we would like to be growing all our 4 product lines to a large share of business with all the customers.
One company I admire in the auto ancillary space is Motherson Sumi. I mean, the ability to create global manufacturing facilities, buy them, acquire them, turn them around for customer need is quite fantastic. Any thoughts that you want to migrate on that kind of a model? You have the expertise and the skill and the understanding of engineering. Would you be looking at buying pockets, manufacturing sites globally?
That's a good question. See, Motherson Sumi, of course, it's a great company. It's done exceptionally well, and it's got a very, very strong presence with all the OEMs. Their strategies, their business model is exceedingly good. But I would talk more about our, endurance strategies. We have always been, a full customer or a full, solution provider to the customers. And our endeavor has always been to offer the best and a complete solution to the customers. I give you an example where we've got taken some steps towards backward integration, and we've taken some steps towards forward integration. ABS is a step towards forward integration, and as there were the cost on the product was high, and the customers were experiencing that a couple of parts of that ABS system were being imported. So we localized that. We localized those parts. Let me name them. They're wire-braided hoses. The products are already approved by the customer, and we are starting production this month itself. So that's a clean backward integration process. If I look into the industry, the inverted front forks, we've gone into aluminium forging with a technical collaboration from Italy, and there also we are likely to be starting production in August 2021. So our focus is towards technology. Our focus is towards providing complete solutions to the customers. Our focus is to upgrade our products. Something like inverted front forks, we are probably the only ones who have commercialized production in India, and these numbers are going substantially high. In addition to that, the technology that we've got from Adler and Grimeca, they were our technology providers at the initial stage when we just got into brakes and clutches. Today, we have acquired those companies to leverage those technologies in Indian market, and apart from that, growing that business in Europe. So our actions are similar, but maybe the methodology would be different. But focus towards technology, growing business, adding up to backward integration and forward integration are our key strategies to win business and to be closer to our customers.
To close it up with one aggregate concern is the uptick in commodity prices. At what point in time it will start impacting your return ratios? I understand there's a pass on, but high commodity prices means that you'll have to put in more cash to work. Your limits have to be changed. Your working capital requirement will change. How does that fit in?
Well, see, you rightly said that commodity price increases are passed through, but these are unprecedented increases. Steel prices, aluminum prices going rocketing high. They were, by the time we could settle with the customers, we had to pay spot increases to our vendors, and I think that was more sensible as it was better to encash upon revenues rather than looking into the negotiation part with customers to get our pass through back. So yes, there was an impact on our RMC in Q4, which was close to 3%. That was mainly on account of the spot increases that we gave. And I think the way forward is that the OEMs have already acknowledged these price increases. And I don't think that ahead, the way ahead will have any challenges in the pass-through scheme. This is mainly because even the customers were caught by surprise as these prices went up. I would say again, I would say they were unprecedented increases. But now things will settle down. I don't see any reason why these commodity prices will not come down back again, because right now the global situation is such that the commodity prices will be a bit volatile and unstable for the coming days.
Thank you so much for sharing with us the outlook on your business as well as for the company.